it's me, Tracy here, Craftin' Mama ML, and I am back with another process video. It has been 3 long months since I've been at this. I will be doing an update video to let you guys know where I've been. I've had a lot of messages and comments, but today I am back doing my layout and I'm pulling out my stash using the Crepe Paper Wonder collection. This was one of my favorite ones, and before everything happened, I had only done one layout, so I have a lot of this collection left. I did pull out some papers. I pulled out some cut aparts that I had got from the collection, and also the 12 by 12 chipboard pad. If you are new to my channel, I do 8.5 by 11 layouts. This is my style. I love scrapbooking this style. So if you are interested, keep on watching. So right now I'm just going to layer up that picture. That photo actually is a photo of Madison. And the big black bump is my belly. And I was pregnant with Leah. I was 9 months pregnant. I was ready to pop. And Madison always used to kiss my belly and hug it. So I wanted to get a photo of her like wrapped around my belly for the last time of us just being together before baby Lily came. So right now I am just going to layer up this photo. I ended up cutting this photo to a 3x3. It was a 4x6, but I matted it with a white cardstock, and then I'm just starting to build up my layers. I am actually going to cut these layers in a second. I found that the papers were too close together, so I'm going to end up cutting them so it just has like a thin layer around each one. Now these were on a 12 by 12 sheet, these little 3x3 cards, and I ended up cutting them all. I cut the tags out, so this was a great way to make an ephemera pack. Now this is one of my favorite floral pages in that collection, but I find that the paper itself is very overwhelming. So what I ended up doing was I fussy cut out a couple little groupings of those flowers, which I think are absolutely gorgeous. And I know everyone knows that watches my videos know I'm a sucker for a floral print. So I think this is great that it's not overbearing, but I kind of popped in some of those bright pink and coral colors as well. So here I am, I'm just trimming down those papers, realizing they are way too big for my likings. And I'm ending up going to use my trick that I always do is instead of gluing them, I always staple my layers. That way I can shove things in underneath like as I'm going. I am an embellishment junkie. I love putting ephemera on my pages. I love building my layouts or my layers. So I find that when I do this, it's easier for me to stick things in between. So right now I'm kind of just playing with this. I freaking love that little Polaroid that says love with all your heart. I actually got this in one of the pocket letter swaps that I was in. But the yellow just didn't match with everything else. Everything else is very muted. Like they're bright colors, but it's like if you can see between the 9 and then that little heart with the yellow, it's just very bright. So it just didn't work with this layout. But I'm definitely going to use it on something else. So here I am just going to adhere everything using my ATG gun. And I'm going to start building my layers. So see exactly what I just did there when I slipped the tag in. If that was all glued down, I wouldn't be able to. Now I do need to find, as much as I love my ATG gun, I need to find a glue that is a little bit more, what's the word? More forgiving. So if I lay it down, it can come off. So if you have any recommendations, just let me know. I find that when this is glued, it's glued and it's done. Sometimes I can pull it up a little bit, as you'll see, but a lot of the times it's just stuck. So this was actually on a piece of paper, one of the 3x3 cards, but I ended up just cutting around it as like a little banner shape. And it says adventure. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm cutting out some thread. This didn't even work. I thought I could layer something behind it, but I think the thread was way too light. It was like a light pink, but I think I needed something a little bit more darker, like it was kind of just getting washed away on that background. Talk about the background. That thing is like a funky background. It's like, it reminds me of like either Pac-Man or like the mazes that you used to do as a child. It was crazy. I actually had this really cute, it was kind of like, it was the same color theme where it was like a muted background, but there was little black triangles. But I ended up messing it up before I even started my layout. So then I got rid of it and then restarted again. So here I am, I'm layering up that flower that I fussy cut. You're going to see me play with this a little bit. I'm not liking how I'm covering up the word adventure, and I'm kind of wanting it to sneak behind, but I wasn't getting what I liked. So you're going to see me play around with this. I am a little bit bummed that I covered that heart. I really like that little tag, but I ended up having another one, so I can use that in another layout as well. My goal for 2016 is to use my stash. A small little update while I'm doing all this layering. I did recently move, so I went from a scrap room to a scrap wall in my girls' playroom. But it almost, as much as I was saddened that I didn't have a room anymore, it kind of made me realize how much stuff I actually had and how much stuff I actually didn't use. So before the move, I ended up selling 2 lots on just like a local Facebook group. But then I also, after I moved, I realized I still had so much that I just hoarded and I didn't use. And knowing I had this limited amount of space and I wanted to be able to grow in this space and get new collections that are out, get new stamp sets, paper pads, etc., I knew deep down I had to go ahead and do some more purging. I kept some for my children, which they have more than enough that they can play around with, scrap with, and whatever. And the rest I ended up getting rid of. But this is making me realize and use all the stuff that I have now. So I remember last year I had really wanted to use my stash. So this is another great way I kept only the collections that I liked. I kept only the things I know 100% I'm going to use this year. And then this will allow me also to not feel as guilty when I go to purchase the new collections, which we all love. So I'm really excited for this year to get some more process videos out for you guys to keep it consistent. And yeah, I'm super excited. So enough with me chatting. I am adding some more embellishments. Now these are just cut aparts that I took out of these cards or the 12 by 12 paper. And I ended up just cutting them out. I absolutely love that little mouse or little rat or rabbit little girl with her bow. Oh my god, that is like the most cutest thing ever. So I had to add her in my layout. And I'm using the Pop Dots actually from Spiegel Mom Scrap. She had these really, really awesome 3D foam squares. They're not as thick as the dollar store ones, and that's why I liked it, because it wasn't too bulky. And they're actually very large instead of like the small square, so I absolutely love them. So I use those a lot on this layout. I pop dotted the actual, I think I did the bird, the little label that says so much love, and then also the little rabbit girl. So here I am again throwing in that darn thread when I thought maybe you would pop a little bit more on top of the pink background, but it just didn't. So now I'm starting to make a cluster in my lower left hand side, and this is where I kind of wanted to bring in my title. I thought there was just a lot going on in the middle, so I didn't want to throw my title on right underneath, which is what I normally do when there's not so much of a cluster. So I wanted something to bring your eye down to the lower left side, and this is going to just say 9 months, which I was the 9 months pregnant. Now I am going to use these awesome thickers, which were called, I think I show it in the video, but I'm not sure. Dazzle by American Crafts. I actually got these from a recent kit that I had got from Maggie from the Pink Camera, which was an awesome little kit that she has, that she does like a Canadian hip kit. It's like not hip kit, but it's a Canadian club for scrapbookers, and she does an amazing job. You guys definitely need to check her out. There's some awesome stuff. And she sent me to try out, just to see how we liked the kit and stuff, a little package. And these came in it, and I hadn't had a chance to use them yet. So I was really excited. And the quality of them is amazing because it's like a hard, thick cork. I thought they were going to be the foam, but just looked like wooden cork. But it was actually cork, so it was really awesome. So I ended up fussy cutting that little 9 out as well. So that's what I'm going to use instead of using thickers as a number or spelling it out. Oh, so here they are. So I did show them. These are like one of my favorites so far. Like out of all the thickers that I've got, this one I absolutely love. The excuse me, the cork goes with everything. So I can definitely see myself using these a lot. I ended up making a little cluster too. I used the top part of a tag, and then I added the So Sweet, and I just ended up using my tiny attacher, and I attached that, and I'm going to kind of make a little cluster there. You're going to see me pull out these really awesome felt shapes. I think these came from Spiegel Mom Scraps as well. I'm not 100% sure because I took the labels out. But she does some felt die cuts at her store when I was on her design team last year. And I'm pretty sure that these were what they were. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll definitely check with her if these ones were from her because they are so awesome. I loved them. And it's almost like a light gray. So you're going to see me pulling out that gray from the bottom tag and then the little rabbit. And I think it turns out super cute. So here they are. So it came with like a bunch. It's like a couple different size hearts, a star, a little ticket kind of thing, an Instagram window it looked like, and then a little arrow and a star. So you're going to see me play around with here. And I was thinking I was going to glue that heart down, but I thought that I would add another staple because the bottom part had the staple, and I thought it would kind of look cool to bring that all in. So this is where, oh my God, I remember my husband walking in and me asking him, but he wouldn't come tell me his opinion because he's like, I don't scrapbook. I seen another layout and they added this little moon with the 3 stars, and I thought it was so cute. But you're going to see me stare here for like a couple seconds figuring out. Now that I see it like up close now while I'm editing, I'm glad I didn't leave it there. I don't like it at all. But I remember just sitting there like thinking, should I keep it there? Or I think I just had so much going on in that one spot that if I put that there, it would have just been way too much. But I'm definitely, again, going to use that little guy because I think it's so cute. And I actually have a few pictures of the girl sleeping too, I think, that I can print out. And that would be a cute little nighttime one. So now I'm realizing, yeah, that's not going to look good. But I wanted to still use those stars. I thought those would be super cute. So I'm going to play around and try and figure a few spots that I could use them. I'm actually going to use my Tombow glue, which is my favorite liquid glue that I have. Excuse me. So I'm going to place that little gray one, and then I believe the pink one I'm going to put, yes, where the So Sweet is. Now there actually is already a star there, but I'm going to cover it up with the pink one, and I like how that looks better. I just felt like that needed a little bit of color because it's such like muted colors there with the brown, the yellow, and the light teal. I thought the pink kind of popped. I'm pulling out those felt hearts again thinking, do I need something? But I realized in the end, no, that little section has enough as is. I'm just like, leave it alone. But I did add the little star there, peeking out. And then I'm taking some of the Heidi Swapp, and this is the tinsel one. Now, for this thing is a full bottle, and as you can see, I am like shaking for the life of me because it's not coming out. But I just wanted a little bit. I'm actually thinking as I'm doing this, I might add a couple enamel dots in that mix of spray, but we'll see. So here I am just doing a close-up, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'm so happy to be back and look forward to the next process video. Take care. Bye.